Now, in our one topic taken in advance, we can take one cycle called as Born-Haber cycle. This cycle will be studied in once again in topic thermochemistry for all the students. But this just brief idea you can have about this Born-Haber cycle. Cycle होता क्या है? You can write down this first definition of the cycle. It is used for ionic compounds only. It gives all the steps in formation of 1 mole of an ionic crystal, 1 mole of an ionic crystal from constituent elements taken in their standard state. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? इसका मीनिंग होता है दिस स्टेट we will take temperature 298 Kelvin, that is 25 degree Celsius, pressure taken 1 atmosphere, latest is taken 1 bar. In such condition the elements are found in what physical state? Now in this Born-Haber cycle, to apply or use, some points will be required to us. The reactions, we can use this cycle here using one law called as Hess's law. आपको अभी आएंगे इस टॉपिक पे. तो इसमें क्या क्या है? To give all this step in formation of 1 mole of ionic crystal from the constituent elements taken in the standard state. Now to write this equation, it is first we should understand how to write expression of this Born-Haber cycle, and then we will explain this. This cycle is used for what purpose here? इसको सुनिए पहले. This cycle is used especially to calculate bond enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, delta EGH of the elements, or to calculate lattice energy of ionic crystal or ionic compound. Okay, it is difficult to calculate these two values directly. It is difficult to determine the value of elements, electron gain enthalpy or their lattice energy. So for their calculation we are using this cycle which is called as Born-Haber cycle. It gives all the steps in formation of 1 mole of an ionic crystal from constituent elements taken in the standard state. We have how much this case? Temperature 25 degree Celsius and your pressure 1 atmosphere. In such condition the elements are found in what physical state? That we will take here. Let us draw in some cases Born-Haber cycle and then explain how to use this cycle. How to use this cycle for calculation of elements, electron gain enthalpies or calculation of their lattice energy. Like if it is taken first, one example taken, formation of NaCl solid. How to get this NaCl formation of NaCl solid? We can take sodium metal in solid state, Cl2 is gas, they can form NaCl solid. In this reaction the heat involved is called as standard enthalpy of formation. F for formation. It is called standard enthalpy of formation. Now what steps are there which can make the cycle? The reaction does not happen directly. First sodium atom break or undergo sublimation to form sodium atom in the vapor phase. Then sodium atoms ionize to form sodium ions in the gas phase. Cl2 molecule break to form Cl atom in the gas phase, and they can take electron to form Cl negative ions in the gas phase, and these ions combine to form NaCl solid. So this can have several steps involved here. It is step 1. Enthalpy can be called ionization enthalpy. This is called enthalpy of sublimation. It is called sublimation एंथैल्पी। ये बहुत सिंपल है, आपका जो रिएक्शन है उसके अकॉर्डिंग बोलेंगे उस रिएक्शन का एंथैल्पी। व्हाट इज दिस चेंज? सॉलिड टू वेपर, sublimation. So change in enthalpy और energy involved is called sublimation enthalpy. Enthalpy क्या होता है? एनर्जी का फॉर्म है. It is the heat contents at constant pressure. For reaction it is enthalpy change for this reaction. Now next can be taken second step. This is called ionization enthalpy. By definition, how we define ionization enthalpy? It is the amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom. The energy required is called as ionization enthalpy. Then Cl2 molecule break from Cl2 atoms, it is called bond dissociation enthalpy. And this is called as electron gain enthalpy. Already discussed. Cl atom in the gas phase will gain electron from Cl negative ions in the gas phase. So enthalpy change is called electron gain enthalpy. And last step, the change is called as lattice energy. What is lattice energy? आपका reaction के according बोलेंगे, it is the amount of energy released. It is the amount of energy released during formation of one mole of ionic crystal from corresponding ions in the gas phase. When required number of ions in the gas phase combine to form one mole of ionic crystal, then the change in enthalpy is called as enthalpy of this is called as lattice energy. Now applying in this case one law called as Hess's law. Apply Hess's law of, it is called constant heat summation. Basically this law is nothing but only based on the first law, it is based on the law of conservation of energy, or also called first law of thermodynamics. It says what here? कि the net heat in all the reaction should be constant. Delta H naught formation should be equal to all the reactions enthalpy change. If I write step 1 delta H1, step 2 delta H2, step 3 delta H3 by 2, because we involve half mole of chlorine, so by 2. Step 4 delta H4 I can write. Step 5 it is delta H5, I can write delta H5 for step 5. So in the given expression, if any value is unknown to us, that we can predict. If it is taken delta H4 is same as electron gain enthalpy. If you know the remaining values, we can then calculate the elements electron gain enthalpy. Or if you know remaining things, it is unknown to us, lattice energy, we can then calculate the compounds lattice energy as well. That is how we can calculate the lattice energy, or whatever value unknown we can determine from here. I hope it is clear. Bond-Haber cycle calculations are very easy. If question given, you have to just calculate the values. Okay. So let us take a question on this concept, Bond-Haber cycle. Now question is very simple. I am just asking the question. You draw Bond-Haber cycle for formation of calcium bromide solid. Try yourself. Now coming on solution part. आपका reaction क्या है? Calcium solid, bromine is liquid. It forms calcium bromide solid. In chemical reactions, whenever we involve heat changes, we write the element along with the physical state, solid, liquid, gas, whatever should write. So in this case, the heat is called enthalpy of formation. First, calcium solid will form calcium atom in the vapor phase. They form calcium dipositive ions in the gas phase. Bromine molecule first convert to bromine gas. Then they form bromine atom in the gas phase. And then they form Br negative ions in the gas phase. And when they will combine together, they will form calcium bromide solid. So in this case, when we had expression, which it can be taken delta H naught formation as a whole will be delta H sublimation. Delta H1 I can write here. Delta H2 will be your IE1 plus IE2 summation, both electron loss. So plus delta H2, it is called enthalpy of vaporization. Delta H3 I write here, enthalpy of vaporization. Enthalpy of vaporization. So delta H3. Now it is delta H4. It is called bond dissociation enthalpy. Yeah, simply we can call also dissociation enthalpy. Delta H4 plus it is delta EGH electron gain enthalpy of bromine. So it is 2 into electron gain enthalpy of bromine plus it is delta H I can write here 5. So you get delta H5 plus in this case enthalpy is lattice energy delta H6 So in the given case, if we draw the Bond-Haber cycle and after drawing, if any value is unknown to us, we can predict. This delta H6 taken here will be called as lattice energy of calcium bromide solid. Delta H6 taken here is called as lattice energy of calcium bromide solid. So I hope it is clear. That is Bond-Haber cycle. कैलकुलेशन आर वेरी इजी. आपको जस्ट एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन का ध्यान रखना है. साइन आपको जो मिलेंगे आपको वो साइन यूज करने हैं और आपको ध्यान रखना है कितने मोल्स आपके इन्वॉल्व हैं. लाइक 2 मोल्स यहाँ पे ले लिया हमने, या इन द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन लिया हाफ मोल क्लोरीन, तो हमने क्या बाई 2 किया था उस केस में. तो जो डेटा आपको दिया है उसको प्रॉपर्टी यूज करना है. दिस इज सिंपल एप्लीकेशन ऑफ लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एनर्जी. कि आपका रिएक्शन जितना इसमें दिया है हीट चेंज, हीट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन में उतना ही आपका चेंज होगा हीट सारे स्टेप ऐड करने के बाद भी. बिकॉज एज पर लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एनर्जी वी कैन नॉट डिस्ट्रॉय और वी कैन नॉट क्रिएट ऑल्सो. So the net heat change in the overall reaction, the net heat change in the overall reaction shall be equal to summation of the heat changes in all the reactions. From here, using this Bond-Haber cycle, we can calculate the unknown elements, electron gain enthalpies or their lattice energies. So I hope it's clear. Fine. Now let us take some question practice on this topic. चलिए आप लोग नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लिखिए. आप लोग राइट ऑन नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. आपको क्वेश्चन दिया है द कन्वर्जन ऑफ गैसियस एटम्स ऑफ पोटेशियम एंड फ्लोरीन, कन्वर्जन ऑफ गैसियस एटम्स ऑफ पोटेशियम एंड फ्लोरीन टू K plus and F negative ion absorbs 0.85 electron volt of energy. Full stop. If ionization enthalpy and electron gain enthalpy of potassium and fluorine have magnitudes in the ratio 7:6, then what is the electron gain enthalpy of fluorine? Write this question. Try this question yourself. Now coming on solution part of this question. To solve this question is very easy. We can take we have 2 steps. One is when potassium will ionize from atom in the gas phase to K plus ions. It have energy ionization enthalpy. It is required. I can write plus X electron volt per atom. And F will take electron in the gas phase to form F negative ions in the gas phase. Energy will be taken electron gain enthalpy. It is minus Y. Because it is energy release, sign is negative. If you take net reaction taken here, when we add both reactions, K plus F will form K plus and F negative. In the net reaction, total reaction, what is enthalpy change or change in energy? We will take IE plus electron gain enthalpy is given 0.85. That is how much taken here by expression. I is x positive, it is minus y is equal to, it is absorbed, so sign is positive. Remember, whenever energy will be absorbed, the sign is positive for the energy change. If the energy will be released, sign is negative for the enthalpy change. So that is taken this expression here. Now one equation you can have this one here. आगे क्या लिखा क्वेश्चन में, आगे देखिए, आगे लिखा है if the ionization enthalpy and electron gain enthalpy of K and fluorine have magnitude in the ratio of 7:6. What is the electron gain enthalpy of fluorine? So x upon y ratio is given to you 7/6. Equation number 2. From these two expressions we can solve for the value of y. On solving the value of y is coming how much? आप चेक कर लीजिए निकाल कर, ये आपका 5.10 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. So for the element what is electron gain enthalpy, it is minus y, or you can write minus 5.10 electron volt per atom. It is the answer of this question. I hope it is clear. Easy question है, थोड़ा स्टेप को ध्यान से करिए, आराम से क्वेश्चन आपका हो जाएगा इसमें. ठीक है, let us take next question. Now write next question. लिखिए, from n atoms of an element A, when half of the atoms transfer one electron to another half, 405 kilojoule per mole of energy was consumed. 405 kilojoules per mole of energy was consumed. Full stop. And additional amount of energy, and additional energy of 745 kilojoule per mole was further required to convert all A negative ion to A plus. To convert all A negative ion to A plus. Then calculate ionization enthalpy and electron gain enthalpy of A in electron volt per atom. You are given the conversion factor. 1 electron volt per atom is equal to 96.48 kilojoule per mole. Okay, so read this question carefully, try this question yourself, then see solution. Now coming on solution part. To solve this question, see the reaction carefully. पहले क्या लिखा है, half of the atom transfer electron to other half, meaning if I take n by 2 atoms, when they will lose electrons from A plus electron, these electrons are transferred to the other half atoms. N by 2 atoms of A will gain electron from A negative ions. For this step here, how much energy is involved? आपको समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है कि out of the total atom given n, half of the atom lose electrons. These electrons are transferred to the other half of the atoms. That is the first line, means when half of the atoms transfer one electron to another half, meaning क्या होगा, half of the atom first lose electron and these electrons are transferred to the other half remaining atoms, then they form A negative ions. So in this case the change in enthalpy given how much, 405 kilojoule per mole. Here we take half mole only here, so let us we can take here ionization enthalpy can be taken x kilojoule per mole, and electron gain enthalpy of the element can be taken y kilojoule per mole. Now electron gain enthalpy is negative basically, so you can take here negative value taken of electron gain enthalpy. So from here, if I take first line, means half of x minus y is equal to 405 kilojoule per mole. Equation number 1. Now what they say further, given this half of these atoms they convert to A plus ions again, so how much energy will be required? The energy required will be in this case, you can take backward reaction here, A negative first from A atom, then A atom will convert to A plus ions. So 2 step energy requires to can add the value here. So this can be written half of x plus y is equal to 745 kilojoules. Second expression. समझ में आया कि कैसे करना है? रिएक्शन बैकवर्ड जाएगा तो क्या होगा प्लस y एंड देन A atom convert to A plus, ये सेम रहेगा इसमें x only for half moles. तो बैकवर्ड होगा प्लस y and x positive for this value here, it is 745. From these two expressions known to us, x given to us now, we can find the value of x. X coming on solving 1150 kilojoule per mole, or this can be taken on solving converting 11.9 electron volts. One answer of element ionization enthalpy. When we calculate y on solving is coming out to be 340 kilojoules per mole, or it can be taken 3.52 electron volt. So for the element what is electron gain enthalpy minus 3.52 electron volt as second answer. So for this question we can get two answers: element electron gain enthalpy and ionization enthalpy. इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट में आपका ये कन्वर्जन का यूनिट दिया है क्वेश्चन में, you can use the same value for doing this question. Okay, let us take one more question. Now write next question. आपको क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है, लिखिए क्वेश्चन. One method for calculating effective nuclear charge Z effective is to use the equation. What is equation? Z effective is equal to root of E into n square by 1312 kilojoule per mole. The value given kilojoule per mole, where E is the energy necessary to remove electron from an atom, and n is the principal quantum number of the electron. Now use this equation to calculate Z effective value for highest energy electron in potassium. For potassium given is E value 419 kilojoule per mole, and krypton, for krypton E value given 1306 kilojoule per mole. So try this question yourself. Now coming on solution. For finding the, देखिए आपको E बहुत दोनों में दिया हुआ है, केवल आपको n निकालना है. For calculation of n for the both elements, write electronic configuration. For potassium, what is electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. So for potassium, the value of n will be taken highest energy state 4. For krypton, it is taken noble gas. If I write outermost configuration after argon, it is taken 4s2, 3d10, 4p6. So again in this case highest n is 4. For krypton also the value of n is taken 4. And then it is very easy question. For calculation only E is variable. If I take for potassium, what is Z effective? Root of E given of potassium how much? 419 into n, 4 square divided by 1312. On solving this value is coming nearly 2.26. One answer. Similarly for krypton n is 4 only, but this value is different. E आपका है 1306. Put the value of E 1306 and then find the value of Z effective, that is coming on solving 4.06. There are two answers for this question. I hope it is clear. That is the two answers for this given question. So as per the question, you can solve the question. Okay. Let us take one more question. So now next question given is, आप लोग क्वेश्चन लिखिए. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आइटम, द इलेक्ट्रॉन एफिनिटी ऑफ क्लोरीन इज 3.7 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. फुल स्टॉप. हाउ मच एनर्जी इन किलो कैलोरी इज रिलीज्ड when 2 gram of chlorine is completely converted to Cl negative ions in gaseous state. So try this question yourself. The given value of 1 electron volt is 23.06 kilocalorie per mole. So try this question yourself. Now it's very easy question. देखिए इसमें क्या है, आपको वैल्यू दिया है 3.7 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट पर एटम. So in this case when it is taken here 3.7 electron volt is per atom, we can write is how much? 3.7 electron volt per atom will be how much? 23 0.06, it is kilocalorie per mole. You can take into 3.7 kilocalorie means for 1 mole of chlorine atoms, this much of energy should be released. So in this case, now how much is chlorine given here? It is per mole. Per mole means 35.5 gram of chlorine. For 35.5 gram of chlorine, what is energy released? I can write energy release is E only. कितना आएगा? 23.06 into 3.7. Then for 2 gram of chlorine, we should have how much energy released? 23.06 into 3.7 divided by 35.5 by 2 means into 2 करेंगे, आप ऊपर जाएगा यहाँ पे. This value is how much? 2 into 23.06 into 3.7 divided by 35.5. Solvents is coming 4.8 kilocalorie. And that is your answer for this question. बहुत सिंपल है. 1 electron volt is 23, then 3.7 electron volt is how much? 23 into 3.7 kilocalorie per mole of chlorine atoms. For 1 mole of chlorine atoms means 35.5 gram chlorine atoms. For them they should release how much energy? They release energy 23.06 into 3.7. Then for 2 gram you can calculate. Simple question है. This will get the answer for this question. So that is chapters also over, periodic properties, and I hope you have enjoyed. Some extra questions are given in the sheets which are given to you. You try that question also yourself, and then we will meet in chemical bonding. This concept of topic periodic properties are involved, very much essential for even understanding chemical bonding or later on inorganic chemistry, especially the property ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, electronegativity and atomic radii, ionic radii variations. Okay, so now next topic will be coming chemical bonding from next session.